Command interface initiated.
Lovely landscape here. Simply lovely.
Alright, and how are we all doing today? This is Tamiris here, and today I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I know I'm a bit behind the times when it comes to this one, but I noticed that at PDXCon they had a basically challenge set up to try out in BattleTech. And I'm like, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see how this goes. So I've already shown what the mechs are. For those not familiar with the mechs themselves, basically I have a bunch of little lightweights that want to take on something much bigger and more dangerous than themselves. So we have to try and balance out our speed and, well, lacking armor and firepower to deal with the guys that can just potentially kill us without really trying. It'll be a fun time, I'm sure. Nothing to worry about. So right off the bat, we at least know that we do have an initiative advantage over them. So all of our guys are going at initiative 4. Right now, though I've only seen one, I don't even know how heavy it is. They're going at initiative 3 there. Alright, so this is our sensor locker. So I think we should figure out what the hell that is over there. Alright, so that's the Hunchback we have to deal with. He's not as much of a threat far away, but when he gets close, it can cause some real pain.
Awaiting orders.
And I realize it's probably not the best move to stuck our jitter out there, but we're gonna see how it goes. And I think we're going to try have our Urbanmech just do something about it. Yeah, this Urbanmech can't even gain any movement if I move it anywhere. We'll just go ahead and try and take a shot. 50% to hit, that's not very good. I only have an ammo of 8. That's not very good at all. Jump. Get some modifiers. I'm probably going way more aggressive at this than I really should. But you know what? We're just going to try it and see how it goes. I still don't think that shot's worth it. I gotta really be careful with the ammo on that.
Waiting for orders.
This Panther, on the other hand, that should be able to do it.
Here we go.
His long-range weapon is the signature Panther PPC, and that's just energy.
Engaging target.
Got a leg.
You have orders?
Alright. Commando. What do I do with this super short-range commando? Alright, so far we're not doing absolutely terrible there. Just Hunchback in a run.
They've got a lock on me.
Oh, that's very much not good. Well, I'm betting that's the
You
Jagermech.
can see daylight through my armor.
Which means that's probably the awesome over there. Alright. Okay then.
Right here.
Yes, Commander.
What I really want to do is get over there because the Jagermech's probably the lightest armor they got, so he's going to be the easiest for us to try and take down. Problem is actually getting there. So one thing that's going good for us so far is that the Awesome is not a very good shot. Alright.
Nothing I can do.
He's getting shot up quite a lot. And that's not good. Let's narrow down the people that can shoot at him. And let him cool off a little bit. That's always nice. I really don't understand why I can't see the Kintaro.
Rear armor, it is.
Damn.
I suppose that's a miss.
Now, a thing that can help, because we keep saying far back, and with our high movement mods, that's kind of what's making it hard for the Awesome to get us. But if I also get closer, the inner sphere PPCs of this time aren't as good up close.
Awaiting orders.
So, getting up close could do something for me. I have a feeling going over and punching the Hunchback is a terrible idea right now. There may come a time when it will be a decent idea, but currently it is a terrible idea. Alright, they didn't shoot at us at all this round. And I'm
Yes, Commander.
fine with that. I really am. I think we'll actually hold off on our Panther there. So right now I have my mountain jumping
Commander?
Jinner. I might have to worry about. Man, trying to stay somewhere I'm not going to have to worry about the Hunchback enough is... that's being a little tricky.
Reporting.
As Commando, I'm basically just going with the idea of let's just try and be as annoying as possible. If they don't realize the possible threat, then all the better for them. Okay, we got an 85% chance to hit the Awesome there. Which is good. He's slow. He can't really ever get a movement mod. Should we go ahead and take a shot at it? We'll take one shot at it.
Engaging target.
Wow. Good job. Alright, he's got a bit more of a problem. Since he's still got that heat buildup. It hasn't gone away. I really want that heat buildup. Well, I want the heat buildup gone. I don't want the heat buildup. That's what I was trying to say. Could potentially hit him with that. But I also kind of feel like standing here in the open is a terrible idea. Well, we're at least going to jump so we can build up more mods against
I
them.
copy.
Yes, I have them in the rough terrain now. It's okay. It's their toughest armored. The Jagermech and the Awesome are backing up. Alright. Okay then, that was somewhat interesting development.
Aye, aye.
That Kintaro is now in rough terrain. And that may very well benefit us. I wasn't paying attention. I had the perfect moment when I should have shot at it, and I moved them where I couldn't see them
Standing
anymore.
by.
That was a stupid move on my part. really don't want to be that close to the Kintaro, though. It's sitting on quite a bit of SRM.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah. This is not going over the way I want it to. Alright. Alright.
Awaiting orders.
Alright. Might be capable of doing something to these assholes now. Possibly. I'm not making any guarantees or anything here.
Commander? Okay, I'm on it.
That looks like a good enough spot. I know the Jagermech and the Awesome are still up there, but I think I'm about to piss them off. This Hunchback is really trying to chase down this Jenner. So I want to be sure we not get caught. I don't want to eat an AC-20 to the face. That sounds like a terrible, terrible time. There's nowhere we can just walk to and get a 4 mod. Oh. Can at least control the sight lines. Just fire everything. I just saw some structure in there. Nice.
Yes, Commander.
So far it's
Commander?
kind of working out, just dictating where I want them to see us. That's been about my best bet here with all this.
Affirmative.
Let's go ahead and drop a sensor lock on the Jagermech, just cuz.
Commander?
And the Kintaro we've been distracting is apparently being less distracted now. So we need to hurry up and re-distract it.
Fire and jump jet.
In case you haven't been able to identify the general plan, I'm trying to keep the 2 lighter weights distracted while I go in and just harry the rears of the fat asses in back. I think one thing I want to do is just reserve this guy down until this is acted, because he's got a piloting skill on him where if I don't move him first and just shoot, they can move again. So I'm hoping they can move themselves into a crappy position. I might be ditching too many bets there. And that is tough. That is a tough call right now.
You should have never come.
Alright, I changed my mind. Just went further into the woods and decided to do a little bit of shooting. Why is the Kintaro still running away? Okay, so there's a sensor locker that's gonna screw up these plans a little bit. I'm more concerned what this guy's gonna try and do here. Okay, he's just gonna sit still. Alright, I can live with that. But we did a little bit of damage to the Awesome, just to remind it that we're here.
Yes, Commander.
And I think the little commando's gonna run back this way.
I understand.
Okay, the Kintaro's going back towards us.
Commander, I'm hit.
Oh, he finally landed a PPC on us. Do I go crazy? Do I go absolutely batshit crazy? You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go absolutely crazy sauce here.
Firing everything I've got.
I'll give him the whole 9 yards.
Alright, well that was kind of the culmination of our grow crazy plan. I have no idea how well this is going to work out. I'm relying on a lot of movement mods and a lot of they have long-range guns. Here comes that Hunchback, who has basically not been participating in this entire match.
I took some shrapnel. Can't take many more hits like that. Dang it, that hurt!
Well, like I said, we were going to see how it worked, and that's exactly how it worked. Which is not exactly the best. I can try and do a precision strike now. I don't know if this is really the time for a precision strike, though.
Target acquired and locked in.
Okay.
Commander?
So, now I think it's time for us
Back
to
up and ready for more.
politely excuse ourselves from this nonsensory that I have caused. Though I don't think we can do it in any meaningful fashion.
Here we go.
Alright then.
Receiving you.
So I think it's time for our plans to get them split back up. I realize what I just said probably didn't make much sense and was not very
Good
coherent.
to go.
Though that's nothing new around here. Jenner might potentially be a bit of a lost cause at this point. We'll at least still shoot at him while we're doing this.
Target locked.
Yay! He's got no more center armor anywhere. That's nifty. That is very nifty indeed. We'll see if I can utilize that somehow.
BattleTech down.
Well, the Jenner went down, but I kind of was expecting that was going to happen. What I didn't expect is that our commando here took a shot
Commander.
to the face with a PPC. That's never a fun time. Well, at least now I could potentially finally deal with the stupid Jagermech I've been trying to take out this entire time. Can you not see him from back here? That doesn't make any sense.
Target confirmed. Yes, Commander.
Things are definitely not going very well for us. And I kind of expected this is what was gonna happen anyway. Alright, is there anywhere I can go where I can actually hit the goddamn Jagermech? Because that thing's the closest thing to dying. I'll be damned if we don't kill something. Well, it doesn't look like it for some reason. I really don't get how if we can't see, how we can see the Kintaro, we can't see the Jagermech. Not sure I follow how that one's happening. Seriously, at least this awesome keeps missing. It is at least good.
Awaiting.
We're just gonna move him
Confirmed.
out of harm's way for the moment. In case it's not obvious, no, I am typically not a user of the lighter mechs. I understand their value and all that, but I've always been much more of
Copy that.
kind of the big mediums to the heavyweight range. That's always been where I'm at. Assaults can be fun, but they're sometimes way too slow.
Friendly battle mech down. We lost a mech. I'm hit.
All units destroyed. Mission failed.
I doubt we'll find much in the way of entertainment here.
Alright, we're trying it again. I know some of the mistakes I did. Some of them were, don't go for a stupid play unless you know it's gonna come out good. Don't do it just cuz. And I did not actually realize that over here on the left, the water is too deep to walk through. That really screwed up the entire plan I had for the Jenner and Commando of running around the side and then just kind of doing an orbit around them, which was working very effectively against that Hunchback. But yeah, that did put a damper on the plans. Okay. Plus, I was also trying to use the Urbanmech for a long-range fire support mech when that's not what it is. It's a up close and personal mech. That's why it was built for urban combat. It's partly why it looks like a trash can. These are things that I should know and should know better.
Moving
So,
to position.
it's stupid mistakes I'm making for no goddamn good reason. Alright.
Aye, aye.
So the plan now is I need to try and funnel them towards us a little bit. We do at least have somewhat of a terrain setup that we could manage something like that.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I don't know why I'm trying to use my Urbanmech first when I should be using my Jenner, which can find me the enemy.
You betcha. I've got a sensor lock.
It is the Hunchback. Okay.
Awaiting orders.
At the very least, we can go ahead and lay down some shots on the Hunchback. That's something I am completely okay with. I have a feeling that we are not going to have a good chance of hitting the Hunchback with the Urbanmech, though. It also didn't help, I completely forgot to even look at the pilots that they had, and that every single pilot on the enemy team can multi-target. So, yes, there are some things that I simply did not account for. And I really shoulda oughta.
Acknowledge.
I think we're going to go ahead and be a little bit risky with the Panther off the bat, though. He's still our heaviest armored mech here.
Confirmed.
Alright, so the summary of the third round there is that they're being much more accurate this time around because the Panther got pummeled way more than it would have that last game that we tried. Because they really weren't hitting for too much last time around. This time around,
Good to go.
complete opposite. Ain't it funny just the way the world works sometimes? Alright, so we're just gonna basically poke our head around the corner and
Will
take
go.
a shot. At least we hit him. And I really wish that Kintaro would just fall down already.
What's the plan?
The plan is to not get killed horribly. That's kind of always the plan. I can't put you anywhere where you'd have a decent movement mod and still be able to hit them. So they went and did it again, which was just be incredibly accurate and pummeled the crap out of the Urbanmech now.
I've got a sensor lock.
I mean, really, this environment, I have no idea what to do with an Urbanmech, but that kind of stems from the group I play BattleTech with. We never take Urbanmechs for anything ever. I was probably the weirdest one that brought an Annihilator one time, but an Annihilator you can at least figure out to do some stuff with because it just looks intimidating. At least in my eyes, it looks intimidating. Then again, I also decided to do it where I was going to use the Godzilla variant, and that really caused some problems for people. Who would have thought 5 clan ERPPCs can be threatening to somebody? I have a feeling this one's going to be over way faster because the Jagermech and the Awesome just keep landing all of their shots all of the time. Which is really damned annoying.
An enemy's rear. Scored a critical hit.
Oh, well, that's good. We already took out the AC-20 on the Hunchback.
Waiting for orders.
At least something good has happened this game. Is that I have very, very little hopes for us being able to pull it out, but, you know, we did something.
Jump.
There we go, we hit the Awesome. Take that. I don't know what it is with this time around, but they're just crack shots this time around. Before they were only average shots, now they're just a bunch of freaking snipers or something.
We're down a mech, Commander.
Yeah, so I can just go ahead and speak for ourselves right off the bat from last time that
I hear ya.
that one just wasn't going to work at all. I mean, there's things I've learned from the tabletop, and basically what that would translate to is their dice were on freaking fire, and you just can't win if somebody's dice are on freaking fire. It's really hard to. Okay, so we're gonna hope that maybe the dice are more even this time.
Moving out.
We're going to slightly modify the plans a little bit, but
New sensor contact.
I don't know how well it's going to work out in general.
Got a lock.
I mean, if we could just start off and just
Yeah. What
knock
can I
out
do
that
you for?
AC-20, that's one less thing I have to worry about. That would be amazing. We'll see if that happens. Well, our Panther can get nothing good on movement. But he can at least shoot. It's only energy. Almost hit that guy behind him.
Okay, that's a miss.
Yeah, I really need you to not be missing.
Standing by.
God, this Urbanmech, I'm still just... What do I even do with it? Just trying to wrap my head around an Urbanmech. That's a position I never thought I'd really find myself in. That is also a spoiler if somebody ever actually decides to follow through the campaign, is unless I am absolutely desperate and have absolutely no other options, we're not adding an Urbanmech to our garage. I just can never get into those things. I mean, I would take an Atlas before I would take an Urbanmech, and I'm not exactly the biggest fan of the Atlas. Just something about it just never really struck my fancy. I kind of feel like this is already setting the pace for this match. I can't ever even get this thing to get mods on it.
Full speed ahead.
Goddamn deep waters causing problems for us again. It's so hard to tell when the water is depth 2 or greater,
Waiting on you, Commander.
as opposed to when it's depth 1. The Urbanmech's still just messing with me in the head. It's just, how do you even use the goddamn trash can?
Moving out.
Or partly a bigger question is, how do you use the trash can outside of the environment it was explicitly purpose-built to perform in, which is a dense urban environment. It's like the exact opposite environment that you would bring an Urbanmech to. Well, he missed the AC-20. That's nice.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here. Affirmative.
I just can't help but remember our previous matches when that awesome just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
And now he and the Jagermech are just nailing things left and right like it's nothing.
Awaiting
Oh, that is
orders.
incredibly annoying.
Battletech down.
Wow. Look at this place. It's really, what's the word? Green.
God damn, it's just that the first match was the best one going because they weren't hitting all the time. Now it's I can have a freaking 5 movement mod and extreme long range and they'll still nail them with all 4 autocannons off the Jagermech and 2 of the PPCs from the awesome. And it really doesn't help that it's just this thing right here. This thing throws me for the biggest loop. Like the Commando. I have an idea of what to use a Commando for. Jenner.
What can I do for
I
you?
have an idea of what to use a Jenner for. Panther. I have an idea of how to utilize a Panther. Urbanmech.
By.
I don't know what this shit to do with you. Just for how I interact with mechs and my play style of using a mech, the Urbanmech is a nothing but cons mech. It has nothing going for it. It's not the most heavily armored thing I have here. It's slow as all hell. And it doesn't fulfill a long range role because it's only, admittedly, just a medium range weapon. Its AC-10 has piss poor ammo capacity on it. And its backup is a small FU laser. It's... What do I do with this thing? What? How do you freaking trash can? I know there's people that like taking just swarms of urban mechs, and some people that will just bring mechs when they're doing light or light medium lances. I don't understand how to use the damn thing. Now, it's not like I can't figure out how to BattleTech. I've figured out how to use quads to a completely fearsome degree in our tabletop group, to the point where every time we play a game and I slap a quad down on the field, the Catalyst guy running it is always just so disgruntled I brought a quad, and I always get focused on, but can still manage to come out on top. I know how to use a freaking quad better than I know how to use a freaking trash can on legs. And that's saying something. Okay. I guess if we try and concentrate damage...
All weapons are go.
And the Jenner has already had the shit kicked out of it by the Jagermech and the Awesome. Again. That's not annoying at
How
all.
might I help? Unleashing hell.
I'm about to knock that Kintaro over. That's good. Maybe difficult
you
ground,
wish.
but it messes with people being able to see him. I think. There's a big rock there.
Piece of cake.
Come on, just fall down, you asshole.
Target locked.
We knocked the Kintaro down. And we already did a pilot injury from shooting, so if we keep it up like that, we could at least just take out the pilot. Because if we can just kill the pilot and the mech's not dead, I'm fine with that, because, well, the mech doesn't do anything and there's no pilot in
They
it.
got a sensor lock on me.
That's Blake's stuff to get the remote-controlled mechs. Oh, I should have gone for cooldown rather than try and deal with it. Making mistakes, there's no way around just making stupid mistakes. Well, they're kind of looking away, so this might be his only opportunity to get over on this side of the river. So he can't jump.
As you wish.
Alright, so the Jagermech's over there. The Kintaro's still there with all the damage it's taken. So now I just need to figure out who I'm going to try and deal with. I think we're still going to try and just
Awaiting orders.
dish out the hurt on the Kintaro. At least the nice thing with the Urbanmech is it doesn't get hot. I guess that's one good thing about it. It just still has the problem if it's got 8 shots and it has to make them count, and then after that it becomes... I don't know what the shit I'm supposed to do with it when it runs out of autocannon ammo.
Crap. No joy.
Yes, Commander.
Well, the AC-20 still managed to hit because at this point, why the hell would it not be able to? And apparently I can't see him back? It's right there. It saw you and shot your arm off. How can you not shoot it from here then? How does that make any kind of sense? Well, god damn it. I guess there was no point in reserving the Commando this whole time then.
I'm wounded.
Did we seriously just get shot through a
Heavy
mountain?
hits, Commander.
We seriously just got shot through a mountain, didn't we? Now, let me go where the Jagermech was. Let's see here. The Jagermech's right here. Okay. And then it shot at the Urbanmech over there. And from my point of view here, there's a goddamn mountain in the way. I'm sure it makes sense to somebody somehow, somewhere. Just have you jump over there. I know I can see it, but we're going to go ahead and sensor lock that. And then...
Order.
That looks as a terrible place to move. Anything, well, you gain guarded, which I'm sure will not work out at all effectively, but we'll do it anyway.
Make some trash.
What is it with them trying to shoot through mountains and then sometimes it actually works? The LRMs I can get my head around because you can do indirect fire with those.
Took a heavy hit there.
On top of that, they almost turned completely around to do that shooting. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I can't torso twist that far.
God, I'm hit.
Again, shooting through the goddamn mountains. And shooting sideways through the mountains.
Structural damage. We're down a mech, Commander.
Alright, I'm gonna give this one last attempt, but if they're gonna keep doing these 90-degree arcs out of the gun barrel through mountains with precision shots, I'm not gonna drive myself crazy trying to do it. That's just not a
Confirming
good
new
time
bogey.
for anybody. This stupid Urbanmech's just pissing me off. I just don't know what to do with it. What do you even do with it?
Waiting for orders.
I know I'm gonna put him behind a rock, but they'll probably just shoot through the rock. No! don't get me wrong, I can be fine when you see the shots and they kind of go through a bit of rock, but, you know, you could have still seen the mech. You could have still shoot at that. Those I can live with. It's when it's shooting through the entirety of a mountain that they shouldn't even be able to see you through to begin with something that's not an LRM. That just drives me nuts.
Got it. Stay in put for now.
And this is really the first time I've seen them shoot through whole mountainsides. Like there, they shot through a bit of it, but they could conceivably still see the commando there. I can live with that. That's fine. There's basically a sort of grid layout here, so there's some leniencies that have to be taken to make it work with realistic looking terrain. So those little bits I don't have an issue with. My god, they actually missed. Okay. This is going over slightly better. He really hasn't been hit by a lot in the grand scheme of things, which is a good thing.
Yes, Commander.
I definitely don't want to reserve him now because I don't want the Hunchback coming around and doing its thing. I know for a fact I can outrun these guys. Okay, I think trying to hit the long-range boys right now is probably the good bit. Still not sure why he was able to even target us there, but... Oh, he is elevated. That's not actually as tall as I thought it was. Alright. I guess I can give that one a pass.
Awaiting orders.
I don't really want to, but I can. Now let's go ahead and continue with being a general nuisance.
Sprinting.
To be honest, I really do
Waiting
like
on you, Commander.
where they get deployed better than where I get deployed. I like that environment much better. Get both of you back in a frustrating position. Alright. The two bigs in back seem to be getting a little nervous. That's
Yes,
good.
Commander.
This is good. This is a good thing. Alright. Back in those woods behind them. Reserve. I do like this idea of keeping these two guys distracted off in a corner. I'm completely okay with that. See, right now it feels like it's going alright, but I know at any moment it could go horribly, disastrously wrong. So really, if I can get right on top of those two back there, they're gonna have some problems dealing with us. Though they have some backup weapons, they don't exactly have the best of backup weapons. They really don't seem to be at all aware of the Panther and the Urbanmech behind them. That is something I am okay with. I don't want my Jenner sticking around, because we can use the Jenner for things. Namely, these sensory things.
I've got a sensor lock.
Questions, do we wait again? I said we wait again. Now we take our shots. Alright, we already popped open some structure. I like that they're starting to split up some. That's very handy. I have to get a mod on
Aye,
you.
aye. You're fired.
Ah, we almost got an arm taken out. That's nice. just the LRM-5. I can deal with that. What is with the shooting through mountains bullshit? I just got hit through a mountain again!
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see.
We lost the mech.
The getting shot through mountains shit is just getting absolutely annoying. To the point where I'm not really getting too concerned over how this is gonna go, because they're just like that I can live with, because again, that was an LRM-5. I don't think they really should have had an angle like that. That seemed a really tight angle for them to use. But and they didn't shoot through the whole mountain.
BATTLETECH down.
So it was through a mountain with him shooting at his rear. There's no way a Hunchback can do that because he has lower arm actuators, meaning he can't arm flip. Because if you have a lower arm actuator, you can't arm flip in the game. That's, again, tabletop stuff. I don't think you can actually arm flip in this one. I have no idea.
Awaiting orders.
I mean, it doesn't matter if I sit on the other side of a mountain, he'll just shoot through it.
Hey, we're losing, guys.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna jump straight in and just go ahead and call it here, because the getting shot through mountains is way too frustrating, and if it's not obvious already,
Firing all weapons.
I mean, I don't typically make extensive use of light mechs, so it's not exactly something I'm necessarily used to. But, the couple times where it was going alright, they were fun. The couple where it was I almost lose mechs from a long-range precision shot through half a mountain, those weren't fun. And I think I'm entitled to that. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll try it again. I'd like to see if other people make little challenge scenarios like this, because they do seem interesting. Let's just hope that we don't have people shooting through mountains if we try more of them.